Mighty No. 9 might not bear the Mega Man name, but there's no escaping the fact that it's a spiritual successor of the classic side-scrolling series. You run, jump, and shoot at enemy robots through a series of 2D levels, and for every boss you defeat, you gain a new ability to use during the rest of your journey. That's not to mention longtime Mega Man producer Keiji Inafune is at the helm. There's more to Mighty No. 9 than elements of just Mega Man, however. You're encouraged to be fast and efficient. You could argue this is just a reflection of the Mega Man X games, where skillful dashing was required in order to complete certain levels or reach secret areas. But Mighty No. 9 rewards quick and nimble play in a new way by allowing you to absorb particles from damaged enemies that temporarily enhance your speed, armor, and power. These boosts have an immediate and tangible effect, and the more you play, the more skilled you become with both acquiring and using them. Mighty No. 9's sense of speed evokes intermittent exhilaration, and its nostalgic elements can be charming, but these spurts of joy aren't enough to carry a game in the face of its standout issues. There are a total of 12 stages to complete in story mode, with 4 that you unlock after you finish the initial 8. These 8 levels can be tackled in any order you wish, but don't mistake this open-ended level selection as a true callback to Mega Man's punishing structure, where you once had to decipher the correct path through stages, and ultimately bosses. Mighty No. 9's bosses can all be defeated using your default weapon with reasonable effort, and thus you rarely feel compelled to explore your weapon upgrades. The last 4 stages are an exception, where obstacles in particular demand the use of one weapon or another, but at that point you have no attachment to your newfound tools, and thus only a vague sense of pride in your progress. The real challenge lies in earning high ranks. Killing groups of enemies in a specific way that earns you accolades is an ever-present challenge. Marks are determined by factors like how much damage you take, how many enemies you kill, and how efficient you are at absorbing their energy. Perfecting your reflexes is a fun pursuit if only because of the rewarding feelings you get from chaining together attacks and dashes in a fast and stylish manner. But it's nothing more than a convenient way to spice up Mighty No. 9's typical action.
That's more like it. We needed that.
Clear!
At best, the game's 3D models look like sharp and expressive recreations of classic game art, but Mighty No. 9's presentation mostly feels like a compromised effort, failing to deliver either contemporary flair or classic whimsy. Cutscenes are particularly disappointing, with characters that simply sway in place as they talk through static mouths. You can choose to hear dialogue in either Japanese or English, but expect to switch to Japanese regardless of your habitual preference. The English voice acting is too slow and abrasive to stomach.
The Japanese government won't let us intervene until we know the cause of the malfunctions.
I was afraid of that, but it makes sense. After all, any robots you send to help could be affected as well, making things even worse.
For a game that's meant to bear the legacy of a classic series, Mighty No. 9 barely succeeds. It may rouse excitement from time to time, but by and large, it lacks a pervading sense of artistry, both in its level design and presentation. Mighty No. 9 is an inoffensively average game sprung from the memories of the past, with little to show for its position in the present.
Suppressing fire! Air support! You'll have to do better than that! Fire at will!